Hello, hello. It is Monday. It is September 7 and it's Motivational Monday by Jim and Lucy. Every Monday in this podcast we have something for you to boost your this week performance and this week goals, and everything else in your life should be going, not dependent on circumstances and people around you. That's the goal. We want for you to keep achieving things that you want for yourself, for your family, for your business. So today we're talking about how taking care of yourself actually affects your business results. And it is a very interesting subject because we all talk about how organize this, automate here, simplify here, how it will improve your business, this and that. But then we're getting tired. And when we get tired, we are not productive. When we're not productive, we're skipping this and that task, and that will actually affect what? Our business results. Easily.
That's true. I've always wondered why people have this, why some of them are successful at home, successful at work and ineffective at home. And, one of the greatest explorers was around the turn of the century or so, or I guess maybe the 20s or 30s, where Sir Ernest Shackleton had left his wife and children repeatedly and went on some exploring expedition with men for long periods of time. The one he's really famous for is the one in the ship Endeavour. The ship was eventually trying to find a new trek to the South Pole, and they were also trying to beat other famous explorers at the time. It was one of those things that everybody wanted fame and fortune, but they wanted fame and fortune at the cost of their health, and they wanted fame and fortune at the cost of their families, who were seen as something that was expendable at the time. I've often wondered why that is the case, and we celebrate them as great leaders. In this case right now with the pandemic, domestic violence is up. And I wonder, why is this? I mean, I know everybody is close at home. If you have several children at home, and if you're single, it's really hard. If you're a couple, you may not be accustomed to no longer having distractions of work and shopping or playing golf or going out with friends or to different clubs and so on anymore now. So now everybody's bound together now. You're really learning what family is really about. So now it's really more important than ever that for you to get in this new normal, let's forget about going back to what it used to be and waiting for normalization of things. This may be the new normal for another generation. Most of it will be. So how can you make this the best of times right now? Well, one is you can get up and exercise, create a new routine. The routine before was to get up, drive to Starbucks, get some coffee, go to the office, say hi, count your mail, check your emails and everything. Now you're secluded and you have to deal with isolation and loneliness. Well, great. It's not the end of the world. You have to recognize that it's not going to go back and be like it was before. But that's okay if it isn't. It is okay. You got to tell yourself, this is the new normal right now, and I am going to be happy with my family and everything and the dog. I saw an article in the New York Times today where it said dogs are gaining weight now because they have the new normal where they can't go on the walks with their owners now and sniff things out around the trees or scents of other animals and other dogs and so on. So now, if you have a backyard, you have a lot to work on compared to people in a small apartment with the in-laws and everyone else in the house together. So you shouldn't be complaining too much. You can get out and stretch your legs and all. But for many people who don't have the income and don't have the luxury of getting out and doing all those things, I would say for you, this is a fantastic time to reorient things now.
Absolutely, and there is always the way to make things work, and there is always the way to take care of yourself and your relationship, and this actually will affect your business results, because If you are happy, if you are healthy, you are more productive. You're more motivated, actually. That's it. Just remember last time you didn't feel well, got sick, or got stressed out about something, or had a fight with your significant other and it made you devastated or simply mad. How productive were you that moment? What actually have you accomplished that week and that month? I'm pretty sure when you look back, you will recognize that you accomplished much less. And we want you to find ways in this new normal to be effective anyway. Effective as a couple in your relationship, effective as a person in your spiritual development, in your health routines, effective as a professional in your business and your career. It's all possible. Still is. If you need to change and adapt, so better decide now that yes, I am ready to change and adapt, and I still will be productive and successful. You can do it.
You have to do it. This is not where you go back and you turn this tape off, this podcast and all, and so, I guess I gotta wait till tomorrow, or we'll see what happens as time goes on. We'll see if there's a vaccine. You imagine if they came out with the right vaccine, if they came out with the right one that was effective for everyone in the whole world today, how long it will take to migrate to us, to you, to me, to Lucy? And do you know how long it's going to take for it to be found to be, if it's effective, what the efficacy rate of is going to be? And do you imagine what it's going to be like going to a restaurant again where everybody's sitting there and just enjoying themselves and talking? No, this is a new normal. It's not the end of the world. Heavens no. But it's a new normal, and you've got to find a way to make peace with it. It is okay. So we talked about laissez-faire of just getting by, not doing things. There's no reason for any of us to be chubby anymore around the house. You can run in place in mimicking a treadmill. You can order things online now. If you don't have money, you can create a business online. People are still buying things. Do you know all that money, those trillions and trillions of dollars that we had before the pandemic, they didn't take them in a room and burn it. People still have it out there somewhere. It's in bank accounts. And people will still buy things every day when they have a need. If you can show them your product, your service, that you have something they need, they will still buy it. So it's up to you to become more creative, more resourceful than you have ever been before. This is not the time to whine. Right now, the world is in a crisis, and we need somebody like you, like your spouse, like your children. There's something. We need you to motivate them, to encourage them, to light a fire under them right now, to find some way of making the world a better place.
So get up, change your routines, motivate yourself within, and motivate people around you also.
You have the power to do it. And I'm telling you right now, if you're looking out there for other coaching and thinking, I can't afford it, when are you going to be able to afford it? How long are you going to keep making things last, stay the way they are right now? Right now isn't good enough, right? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I understand, because I lived in my car for a long time, and I went back to school from living in my car. So I'm telling you right now, get up. Call Lucy, schedule an appointment, at least talk to her, and see what you got to do to get your life on track and your family on track. Staying the way things are right now is not success, it's not happy, it's not working for you, because right now, today is looking the same way it looked last month.
Exactly. So this is your goal this week. Turn it all around, fix your routines, take care of yourself, and this way you will improve your professional results.
We can't tell you to do it. We can't. Nobody can. But if you want to get up on the phone, dial one of the numbers that we have is 720-923-1644. That's Woods Kovalova Group. And Lucy's the vice president of that company. Contact us right now. Send her an email at lucy@woodskovalovagroup.com. Go to jimandlucywoods.com and get more information. Read her blogs, get her insights, because it's like something you've never had before. It's going to light a fire under you. Quit looking for something for nothing. This is the time to break out.
And we're going to be here for you the next Monday as well. All the tips in this podcast, in our articles, and with our products, you can move faster and more effectively.